Have you ever wondered what really goes through a woman's head after she loses you? I'm not talking about those fake repentant ones who post indirect messages on Instagram. I'm talking about the one who, in the silence of her own conscience, feels the weight of every wrong choice, every harsh word, every absence in the moments when you needed someone by your side the most. And you know what's crueler? That this regret always comes too late, when it's no longer possible to go back. Take a deep breath now and imagine yourself in that scene. You there, trying, giving in, being loyal. Even when she no longer saw anything beyond her own ego, you endured silently. And her? She complained, ignored you, prioritized everyone except you. But time passes, absence weighs heavily, and when it hits her, there's that sequence of what-ifs that no woman dares to say out loud. But today, I'm going to show you each of these truths that they hide even from themselves. This video isn't about bitterness, it's about clarity. Because while you question whether you were wrong, whether you wasted time, whether you should have done things differently, on the other side, there's a woman remembering everything she let slip away. And what's most impactful? It's that these 10 things she regrets doing or not doing are precisely what define the end of everything. So pay attention, because maybe this video will show you that the fault was never yours. Before we continue, I need to tell you something. This video only reached you because someone liked it and subscribed to our channel. Now it's your turn to do the same. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so this chain of knowledge keeps growing and reaching more people. Also, comment down below which city you're watching from, because I want to know how far this video is traveling. Now, no more delays, let's get to the good stuff. First thing, not valuing your loyalty. Loyalty is something that cannot be bought, forced, or found on any corner. When a man decides to be loyal, it's because he has already moved past the stage of easy options, of empty distractions. He chose to stay, he chose to protect, he chose to respect. And the most tragic thing about all of this is that often a woman only realizes the value of this commitment when it's too late, when that man is already tired of being invisible, even when present. She remembers you in the details, the way you avoided situations that could compromise you, the times you preferred to stay home with her instead of going out with friends, your willingness to defend the relationship even when no one else saw a future in it. And all of this, which seemed too obvious to be valued, turns into a void when she realizes that true loyalty doesn't appear twice in life in the same way. Because when she loses it, the world shows her what it's like to be treated as just another one. Regret hits like a ghost, silent but constant, because now she looks back and realizes that she was beside a rare guy, and she didn't know how to take care of him. And what hurts the most? It's that this kind of regret has no return. There's no apology that can recover the trust that was destroyed. You were loyal until the last moment, and she only saw it after you stopped trying. If you're tired of watching her play games, ignore you, and do whatever she wants with your feelings, it's time to show who's in charge of the game. It's time to make her chase you and recognize your true value. In the first pinned comment, I've left a step-by-step guide on how to make her pursue you. Plus, you'll level up and become the best version of yourself. Click now. Second thing, not paying attention to your feelings. You felt it, but you didn't say it. Not because you lacked courage, but because every time you tried to open your heart, the answer was an uncomfortable silence, a change of subject, or even a "you're exaggerating." Few people understand how much a man also feels. He also gets frustrated. He also needs to be heard. And when she chose not to listen, she didn't realize that, little by little, you were becoming silent. And when a man becomes truly silent, it's because he has already given up inside. Her regret comes when the emptiness of your presence starts to bother her more than the fights. She remembers the conversations that were cut short, the times you tried to show what you felt and were ignored. And it is in this silence that she listens, alone, to everything that she didn't want to listen to before. Because now, without you, she finally understands. It wasn't drama, it was pain, it wasn't nagging, it was an attempt to save what still existed between you. And it is this kind of regret that eats away from the inside, because she had the chance to be the safe harbor, to be a shelter, but she chose to be a wall. And the worst part is that now, with you gone, any attempt by her to care seems forced. Too late. You just wanted to be understood. And she will only realize the value of that when no one else wants to listen to her feelings either. Third thing, complaining more than praising. The man who is by her side trying to do the right thing needs recognition. Sometimes a simple thank you or I see what you do for me would change everything. But no, she chose to complain. She complained about what you didn't do, what you forgot, what didn't turn out perfect, and she completely ignored the 1,000 other times you got it right. You were present. You tried to do your best, even when exhausted. She will remember this when she looks at another man and realizes that he doesn't even do half of what you did. And even so, she misses you, because you were the one who cared, who wanted to see her well, who made a point of getting things right. But she was too busy pointing fingers, correcting everything, getting lost in details. And she lost you by not seeing what was essential. Now, regret comes in the form of an echo. Each complaint becomes a burden. Each absence of praise becomes a hole. And she understands, belatedly, that the man who was worthy of applause was treated as guilty. And the price of that is high. Because when a man gives up trying to be praised, he also gives up staying. Fourth thing, prioritizing friends or social media over you. You were there, real, available, wanting to share moments, but she preferred to live in notifications, in empty conversations, in hanging out with people who wouldn't be there in the difficult times. You became plan B in the life of someone who was a priority in yours. And that man, that's tiring, because there comes a time when a man stops competing for attention. And when he stops, it's because he has already begun to break free. It only hits her when she realizes that those friends have disappeared, that the likes on photos mean nothing, that the cell phone doesn't warm the cold bed. She looks back and sees you, the guy who was willing, who wanted to build something, and who was always put second. The pain of regret comes in the absence. On the weekend without company, in the conversation without depth, in the emptiness of a life that became appearance. And that's when she understands the real value of a true presence. Because someone who is constant, who is affection, who is loyalty, cannot be replaced by Wi-Fi. And when you left, she felt the fall. Because for the first time, the feed was full, but her heart completely empty. Fifth thing, not recognizing the sacrifices you made. She never knew how many times you put aside your own desires to fulfill hers. How many sleepless nights, how many postponed dreams, how many it's okays swallowed in silence so as not to cause more conflict. Sacrifice is not something you shout, it's something you do in silence. But it should be perceived, recognized, valued. The problem is that she thought it was your obligation, that everything you did was the bare minimum. And now, when she looks back, she understands that it wasn't about obligation. It was about love. Because no one gives themselves so much if they are not deeply involved. And now that you've stopped doing it, she feels it. Because the absence of your gestures weighs more than any beautiful speech. Regret comes with a shock when she realizes that she will never again find someone willing to do so much. She lost a man who sacrificed parts of himself for a we. And the pain of this isn't because of wounded pride. It's for having wasted the kind of man that the world teaches you to value only after he leaves. Sixth thing, letting pride speak louder. Arguments happen, but when pride enters the scene, love begins to slip away quietly. She wanted to be right. She wanted to win the argument. She wanted to prove a point, even if it cost the relationship. And you, even trying to lower your guard, always ended up being treated as the wrong one, the guilty one, the problem. Until you got tired of asking for peace in exchange for war. Today she regrets every "I won't chase after him," every time she turned her face away when you approached, every apology she didn't have the courage to give. Because now that you no longer insist, she feels that she lost the only person who put her heart above her ego. But time doesn't go back. And pride, when used the wrong way, costs too much. She sees the mistake stamped on her own actions, and she realizes that the whatever she used so many times became reality. You left, and the silence she called strength became loneliness. Regret? It comes when the pride that once seemed like victory now sounds like the biggest mistake of her life. Seventh thing, not being a partner in difficult times. In good times, anyone stays. It's easy to smile at achievements on trips in lighthearted phases, but it was when things got tough that you realized she retreated. When you needed support the most, she disappeared emotionally. She was cold, distant, indifferent. And that, my friend, hurts more than any fight, because the man who is at his lowest just wants someone to hold his hand. And she let go. Now she regrets it, because she sees that it wasn't your problem that drove you apart. It was her absence. She understands that in difficult moments is when love is proven, that it was there when you needed her most, that she should have been shelter. And she was a storm. Today, maybe she asks herself, why did he distance himself so much? But deep down, she knows. You learned through pain that whoever doesn't support you at rock bottom doesn't deserve to be with you at the top. And she learned too late that absence in falls leaves eternal scars. She lost the chance to be your partner, and now lives the consequence of being just a memory. Eighth thing, not defending you when others criticized you. You were there, taking a stand, trying to be the best man possible. But when criticisms, judgments, or pointed looks arose, she kept quiet. Worse, sometimes she agreed, made jokes, or let you feel alone in the middle of the attack. And there is no greater pain than realizing that the person who should have been by your side preferred to watch from the sidelines. Today, she regrets every time she didn't defend you, every situation where you came out as the villain, even though you were the victim. She realizes the mistake of having listened more to the opinions of others than to the man who slept next to her. Because defending someone is more than talking. It's showing that you chose that person, even when the whole world is against them. Now she misses your firm manner, your stance, your strength, and she understands that she lost a man who only wanted respect, who only wanted someone to say, "This is my man," with pride, not with shame. And when she sees that no one else treats her with the same firmness and care, regret hits, and it hits hard. Ninth thing, waiting until you left to realize your value. It's strange how some people only see the value of something when they no longer have it. She had you close every day, but she looked at you as if it were a given, as if you would always continue to be there, even hurt, even ignored, until you left. And then everything changed. The absence screamed, and what was invisible suddenly became irreplaceable. She realized that you were the balance she despised, that the silence of your absence is louder than any argument you had. Now she goes to the places you frequented, listens to songs that meant nothing before, and everything has your name. everything hurts, because it was only after you left that she understood. You were missed even when you were silent, because your presence filled everything. This is the type of regret that eats away over time, because she didn't lose a boyfriend. She lost a man who tried every day to show that he was there because of love. And now she lives a cruel punishment, remembering you, knowing that she can no longer reach you. 10th thing, giving space for other people to interfere. A relationship is between two people, but she let too many get involved. Opinions from friends, comments from family, indirect messages on social media. All of this began to contaminate what existed between you. And the most painful thing is knowing that you held on for a while, tried to work things out, put up with a lot, until you realized that she listened to others more than to you. Today alone, she understands that what others thought built nothing. None of those who criticized you hugged her on a day of pain. None of them loved her the way you loved her. And now she sees that by letting the world into your relationship, she destroyed what could have been just between the two of you. She traded your intimate truth for the public opinion of those who only watched from the outside. Regret comes like a blow because she realizes that you were the only one who truly cared, that while the world pointed fingers, you tried to keep firm what still remained. And she, by opening the door to everyone, ended up losing you forever. And the worst part? Now no one else occupies the space that was yours, because that place was unique. If this video made a difference for you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Every video we create here is thoughtfully made, always with the aim of helping you develop and achieve your best version. We want to share practical and direct tips that really impact your life positively. So don't waste time and comment below the word gratitude and the phrase, "in search of my best version." With that, the algorithm will take this video to even more men who are looking for growth. Your engagement in the comments is essential for our content to reach those who need these tips the most. In addition, your support with a like and subscribing to the channel strengthens our work and motivates us to continue creating valuable content for your journey. The more you interact, the more men will also have access to this type of information, which only helps our mission to transform lives. So thank you for being with us on this journey. Stay tuned for the next videos, because we are always bringing new things to help you evolve. Big hug, and see you in the next video.